Hello students, once again I welcome you all. In this online lecture, I am going to deal with the another poem prescribed by our university, and the title of the poem is Prayers to Lord Murugan. This poem is written by A.K. Ramanujan. First of all, I will talk about A.K. Ramanujan in nutshell. Then I will provide you some details about the poem, and followed by I will try to recite the poem today, and maybe in the next class I will try to provide you a critical appreciation of the poem. So students, please remember, we are going to learn today the poem Prayers to Lord Murugan, written by A.K. Ramanujan. A.K. Ramanujan was born in Mysore in 1929. After having a brief teaching career in India, he moved to the United States of America in 1962 and settled down there. He was the professor of linguistics and Dravidian studies in University of Chicago till his death, that is, till July 13, 1993. His first book of poetry, that is the first anthology of poetry, titled as The Striders, was published in 1966 by Oxford University Press. His second volume of poetry, titled as The Relations, was published again by Oxford University Press in 1969. His poems have found a place in many anthologies of Indian English poetry and the Commonwealth poetry as well. He himself has been discussed in a number of critical works on these two arenas of his career. As a matter of fact, he is much more well known as a translator, and his interior landscape is a translation of the great Tamil classic Kurunthokai. While this book won a gold medal from the Tamil Writers Association, his another translation, Speaking of Siva, won the National Book Award in 1974. Another well-known translation of his is Hymns for the Drowning, Poems for Vishnu by Namalwar, published in 1981. His another work is Second Sight, which was published in 1986, which is a set of poems very different from the earlier poems, both in content and form. So if you see A.K. Ramanujan as a poet, you will find that he has provided a kind of variety to his audience and readers. A.K. Ramanujan is a well-noted expatriate poet of the 20th century. He was brought up in a multilingual environment and mastered the languages like Tamil, Kannada, Telugu, Sanskrit, and English. He was a scholar, philologist, folklorist, translator, poet, and playwright who published the works of classical and modern interests. His contribution to the South Asian studies has been highly acclaimed in various American universities. He received the Padma Shri Award from the Government of India in 1976, and also he was the recipient of MacArthur Fellowship in 1983. He was elected to the American Academy of Arts and Sciences in 1990. He was successful in combining the native tradition with English language. Though he was influenced by the Western lifestyle, he could not withdraw himself from the traditions of Hinduism and its cultural values. So this is the general introduction to the poet A.K. Ramanujan. So friends, now we will see the very brief introduction to the poem, that is Prayers to Lord Murugan. First of all, you need to understand the background of the poem also, because unless you understand who is Lord Murugan, probably you will not be able to understand the prayers offered by the poet here. Actually, Lord Murugan is regarded as the god bestowing both plenty and fertility in the Dravidian religious tradition. It means Lord Murugan is the Lord of fertility and plenty. The Dravidian conception goes like that, and probably the poet has kept that Dravidian religious tradition in mind before writing this particular poem. There is similarity in the basic religious outlook and themes between the Dravidian and the Hindu traditions, with overlapping modes of worship and ritual. Murugan is the god with 6 faces and 12 hands, and Ramanujan has described the attributes of Lord Murugan in the present sequence of poems. So friends, the present poem, it is actually a sequence of poems, and there are many poems included in one long sequence. If you go in detail, you will find that there are 11 sections of this poem. So you can simply say this sequence is nothing but a collection of 11 short poems written by A.K. Ramanujan. And this particular poem we are going to learn. Actually, the poet quotes Lord Shiva, Lord Murugan, and other gods of Hindu mythology in his poems. In the poem, Prayer to Lord Murugan, the poet expresses unmistakable in perception of a tradition as well as in ironic posture. No focus is given on contents and context. The subject matter is clarifying. If you see minutely, the poem, Vasavanna's dialogue is representative of Indian concepts of the ignorance causing births to occur through wombs and unlikely worlds. At a number of occasions, there is interrogation in ironic mode. A.K. Ramanujan clearly marks a visible paradox in the selected lines of this particular poem, and that is really very interesting to know about. As a great child of Indian tradition, Ramanujan is trying to make utterances grounded in counter-culture sensibilities and further makes radical subversions of the dominant cultural representations. So this kind of very interesting poem has been presented by the poet here. So for your understanding, since probably you don't have the text with you now, So I will try to recite the text for you in this class, and maybe in the next class, I will try to explain the poem or summarize the poem. Now you see, we have the first part of the poem, which is provided with number 1. Okay, the text of the poem I am going to read now. Listen to me very carefully. Lord of new arrivals, lovers and rivals, arrive at once with cockfight and banner, dance till on this and the next 3 hills, women's hands and the garlands on the chests of men will turn like chariot wheels. Oh, where are the cockcombs and where the brecks glinting with new knives at crossroads? When will when will orange banners burn among the blue trumpet flowers and the shade of trees waiting for lightings? So this is the first section of the total 11 sections of the poem. Number 2. Number 2 is quite short here. 12-edged arrowheads for eyes and 6 unforeseen faces, and you were not embarrassed. Unlike other gods, you find work for every face and made eyes at only one woman, and your arms are like faces with proper names. This is the end of second part. Now I switch over to the third part. Lord of green, growing things, giving us a hand in our fight with the fruit fly. Tell us, will the red flower ever come to the branches of the blueprint city? Now, the fourth part, Lord of great changes and small cells, exchange our painted grey pottery for iron, copper, the leap of stone horses, our yellow grass and lily seed for rams, flesh and scarlet rice for the carnivals. On rivers, O dawn of nightmare, virgins bring us your white-haired witches who wear 3 colors even in sleep. Section 5. Lord of the spoor of the Tigris, outside our town, heinous and civet cats sleep on the kills of leopards and tigers. Too weak to finish what's begun. Rajas stand in photographs over 9 feet silken tigers that sycophants have shot, sleeping under country fans. Hearts are worm cans, turning over continually for the great shadows of fish in the open waters. We eat legends and leavings, remember the ivory, the apes, the peacocks we sent in the Bible to Solomon, the medicines for smallpox, the smiles, the similes. For muslin, wavering, snakeskins, a cloud of steam, ever rehearsing astronauts, we purify and return our urine to the circling body and burn our faces for fuel to reach the moon through the sky behind the navel. Section 6. Master of red bloodstains, our blood is brown, our colors white. Other lives and 64 rumored arts tingle. Pins and needles at amputees' fingertips in phantom muzzle. Part 7. Lord of the 12 right hands, why are we your mirror then with the 2 left hands, capable only of casting reflections? Lord of faces, find us the face we lost early this morning. Section 8. Lord of headlines, help us read the small print. Lord of the sixth sense, give us back our 5 senses. Lord of solutions, teach us to dissolve and not to drown. Section 9. Deliver us, O presence, from proxies and absences, from Sanskrit and the mythologies of night and the several round table mornings of London and return the future to what it was. Section 10. Lord, return us, brings us back to a litter of 6 new pigs in a slum and a sudden quarter of harvest. Lord of the lost born, give us birth. And the last section, that is 11. Lord of the travelers, find us, hunt us down. Lord of the answers, cure us at once of prayers. So, this is the recitation of the poem, that is Prayer to the Lord Murugan.